Now I know this is gonna make some of you mad, but this is the real reason why it's so hard to get to 4,000 watch hours as a new creator on YouTube. And let's say you get 200 views per video, which is a little generous since I got like 89 for my first few videos. So you have 200 views per video and each video is 10 minutes long. And each viewer watches that video for about 30% of your actual video. Do you know how long it would take you at this rate to reach 4,000 watch hours on YouTube? So if you could put out one video a week, that would take you just under 8 years. 52 videos every year. If you want to get monetized and hit the 4,000 watch hours before the next 8 years, I've got something that will completely change the game for you. Spending hours planning, filming, and editing the highest quality content that you possibly can make, and then putting it out, publishing it, and only getting 200 views is absolutely crushing. And it's no wonder why 90% of you give up on your dreams of becoming a YouTuber or pursuing your dreams of being an entrepreneur. But I'm telling you, do not give up. There is hope. So stick with me because this is undoubtedly going to help you succeed in monetizing your YouTube channel, getting the 4,000 watch hours, and growing your audience as an entrepreneur. Here's a little spoiler. It's not luck, but it is strategy and the implementation of that strategy. And it's exactly what has helped me monetize my channel, grow to 4,000 watch hours, 1,000 subscribers, and become a paid partner with YouTube. I'm going to give you the top 3 strategies to implement today, and you're not going to want to miss the third one because that third and last strategy will help you grow faster than anything else. So the first thing you're going to want to do is find creators within a similar niche. You're going to want to look for small creators specifically. We're talking around 20,000, 30,000, 50,000. I would just try to keep it under 100,000. The smaller, the better. What's great about this is it takes the guesswork out because it's already found a proven thumbnail and title and a combination of the two that has already worked and shown itself to hundreds of thousands of people. 2 main things you want to look out for is first, high views. We're talking hundreds of thousands. The higher the better, especially if it's a smaller YouTube channel. And the second thing you want to look for is make sure that that video was posted recently. I like to keep it within the last 6 months, no more than the last year. Because the most recent also means the most relevant, and it will be the easiest for you to find success with a similar video. Once you've made a list of about 10 of these videos, you're gonna use these videos as your mentors. Now, I don't want you to copy them one for one. What I want you to do is to take the ideas, the concepts, and make them your own. Because after all, you are the creator. You have God-given gifts, talents, personality that make you unique, that make you you. Add your special touch. There are people in this world that need to hear what you have to say, and they need to hear you say it the way that you say it. It's gonna resonate with people. The thumbnail and title are senior to the content because if you can't have a good thumbnail and title to lure the audience in, there's no video for them to watch. However, thumbnail and title are not the only players in the game. It's also gonna be important to make incredible content. So if you wanna make incredible content, make sure you do these things. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is set a strong hook. Every good video has a good hook. I don't know if you remember the hook that I used in this video, but here's what it looked like. Now I know this is gonna make some of you mad, but this is the real reason why it's so hard to get to 4,000 watch hours as a new creator on YouTube. Anyways, hooks have to make a great claim and pull the viewer in. The hook has to be so interesting that the viewer needs to know what happens, and it has to be exactly in line with what you're delivering throughout your content. People decide if they're gonna keep watching your video within the first few seconds. So make the first 5 to 30 seconds really count. Add as much value, hook them in, and deliver on the promises you make. You want the hook to be both visual as well as audible. So show them as well as tell them what they're going to experience in this video. And this concept of hook you can use throughout your video to keep people engaged to the next stage. Now, in order to have the best hook, you really need to understand your audience, their pain points, their problems, so that you can identify it and solve it, so that you can then offer exactly what they're looking for. The second thing that you can do to make sure that people are watching your videos as long as possible is to really curate the close. Think about your own viewing experience. At what point do you leave a video? You leave a video when you stop gaining value. You're there for a certain reason. You're there to get what you need, and you're there to go and use what you've gotten. So in your close, make it as brief as possible. Give them the closure that they need, but don't drag it out. Make sure you watch to the end of this video so you can see exactly how I close out my video and you can follow that structure. Now the third thing. So the third way to hack retention and keep your viewers watching as long as possible is through storytelling. When you tell a masterfully crafted story, the audience is able to put themselves into that story and they're able to feel it and it resonates with them. Let me show you an example. This isn't even the best example, but let me just show you some comparison. Here's a list of things that happened. I went to the store, I picked up eggs, I checked out, and I left. Not very interesting. There's no emotion, there's no thoughts involved. Now watch what happens with this story. I went to the store because I ran out of eggs and I wanted to bake something for my wife. I went over, got some eggs. I always get the brown eggs because I think they're the best for some reason. And as I'm walking to the cash register, I passed by my favorite candy bar, which is a Reese's Fast Break, not a sponsor. Reese's, if you're watching, send me a lifetime supply. And I get to the line to check out, and the lady at the cash register was so nice. She greeted me with a smile, she welcomed me, and as I was leaving, she said, "Have a great day," and I knew she meant it. I remember walking to my car and thinking, you know what, today is a good day. And I'm grateful for people like that who go out of their way to make other people's day a little bit better. See how that was a lot more interesting? There was a lot more detail of the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions, and it went from a list of things that happened to an actual story. Insignificant as it was, you're still watching. There are about 9 different structures for stories, but I'm going to show you just one of those structures that I find to be very effective. It's called the 3-stage play. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. And that story kind of follows this shape where stage 1 starts here, then you start to get worse, up until you hit this point. It's the pivot point where something magical happens and everything starts to change from there. Things start to get better, things start to get more happy, you start to see different results, and in the end, something happens as well. And that's stage 3. So you can think of it as beginning, the pivot point, or where everything changes, and then the end and resolve. Your story would look a little bit like this. I started out on my YouTube journey and I started posting YouTube videos. And I was so excited to reach a new audience and have a voice and make an impact and monetize my channel, but then my videos started doing really poorly and I started to get a little discouraged. I started to wonder, am I really cut out for this? And I hit this low point where I didn't think I could move forward, where I was on the verge of giving up. And right when I was on the verge of giving up, I found this video that Scotty Eastwood posted that gave me encouragement, that gave me the structure and the steps to follow so that I could find success in my YouTube journey. And then I started implementing the steps that he was teaching. I started putting into practice the things that he said. And when I didn't understand that, I watched his videos over again and found them to be very, very helpful. And now I'm at a place where I've reached my goals. I've monetized on YouTube. I got the 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. And I'm at a whole new place where I know it works. And I know what steps to take. And all the guesswork is taken out of this story. So that's a little structure that you can follow. Stage 1, where you set the scene, things are going kind of bad, you have a pivot moment where everything changes, and then you have some type of resolution where everything gets better. It's very exciting because we all know that story, and deep down we've all failed and found success as we continue to push through. So it's kind of a fun story to listen to. Now, if you follow all of these strategies that I've laid out for you in this video, you are going to reach 1,000 subscribers, you're going to reach 4,000 watch hours, and you're going to monetize your YouTube channel and increase your impact as an entrepreneur, as a YouTuber, and continue to pursue your dreams. Thanks for watching.